have to stand beside each other, arm in arm, locked like Rover Red Rover, send Panda on over, and then you fucking body check me to the ground, and then kick me in the sand, and then take my lunch money and spit in my mouth. And I hate it. I hated all of that, by the way. Oh shit, what a time to join, Saku, no! Or Twitch says chat seems actors considering clipping this moment for that Daft Punk Panda. Bitch, that's me. Why are you telling me to clip my own shit? What the actual fuck, Twitch? Please. Stop being cringe. If we're fucking with this dude, I'm willing to put in the time. I switched to my right hand. Even remotely recent stuff or whatever, but oh, what? What?
Oh my god. $20 million, will you love me?
How long?
That's just a day.
Just a day?
A day of love. We gotta go for a picnic and watch a movie and have a romantic meal together.
Was there sex?
You gotta give me a foot massage.
I'll do that for $20 million. Yeah, that's worth it.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There is sex. Are you still doing it?
I like to eat onions like apples. Just as a treat. You know what I mean? Just peel the outer layer real quick. Just bite straight into it, you know? We see two characters get fucking grabbed by the hedge maze or whatever, right? And it looks like they're dead, but they're fine. They're just literally fine. And like Harry has a moment where he's like, am I going to rescue Cedric or am I going to just like continue running to win, right? And it's like a bit of a character moment that he decides to rescue Cedric, but he could have just ran because Cedric would have been fine. Cedric would have been grabbed by the hedge maze or whatever, and he would have just been fine. And in fact, if he didn't do that, then Cedric probably would have just like dead ass lived, because the only reason Cedric died at all in that movie is because he didn't get grabbed by the hedge maze and did get Avada Kedavra by fucking Voldemort, right? There's this scene where McGonagall and Harry and them like reveal themselves at Hogwarts, right? And Snape is there as headmaster, and he's fighting McGonagall, right? And there's two Death Eaters behind Snape, and Snape doesn't do a single offensive spell, which I think is like on purpose, intentional, right? But another thing that happens, which is weird to me, is as he's defending against the spells, he like deflects one to the left and one to the right and blasts the Death Eaters behind him, which also seems intentional to me, given that I'm like paying attention to Snape and know that he's like a good guy, right? But it's not exactly like, I mean, it's okay for it to not be broadcasted or signposted, I guess, but you get what I'm. That's fine.
Everyone's getting pets in leagues. Fucking idiots.
Ah!
You're alright.
I just got the same yellow tile triggered 4 fucking times in a row. Please.
Should have moved one tile to the left.
Yeah, I know. I fucking know. Meow. Beatrice says he has bear paws. Meow. I do have bear paws. Meow. Well, wait. Why are all the black people in your class in the back?
Oh my god.
Why did you assign the seats in your class so that all the black kids are in the back of your class? And he's like, because they have the highest grades. And they were like, ah, okay. That's fine. So yeah, we were the back row and the black row. Yeah, boy. Black row. Cuts, it's not gonna lie, it's kind of cute in a clearly you are suffering kind of way. What do you mean? Ooh, that's
why am I over?
Why Beatrice does shit? Ooh, that's fucked up. Ooh, I don't understand. Ooh, what do you mean by that? Ooh, what do you mean by that? Ooh, please help Uwu. Don't ignore me, Uwu. And what he asked for, Uwu, was for me to count Uwu as a word so that he could make me say Uwu for 10 minutes. Uwu. So without using the 3-minute redeem Uwu, in order for me to say, oh, whoa, Uwu, the way that you would need to do that, Uwu, is to use the 3-minute redeem Uwu, and then it would only last for 3 minutes, where I would say, oh, whoa, Uwu. In order for me to say, oh, whoa, for longer than that, Uwu, I would need you to use the 3-minute redeem Uwu to ask to make it so that it's a word Uwu, for me to then do it for longer Uwu. Does that make sense, Uwu? Please make it stop, Uwu. Sasuke Kats's panda needs a break, Uwu. I need Jesus, Uwu. Daddy.
It's over. It's over. Stop
Oh, it's been over for so long. Hep.
You just like saying it, don't you?
It's back now, Daddy. I hate it here, Daddy. I didn't even start the timer yet, Daddy. I didn't even need to start yet, Daddy.
You're actually getting conditioned.
Cole just says how he keeps going beyond the timer, Daddy. Well, it didn't matter now, does it, Daddy? Demetrius said you'll never be free, Daddy. I hate it here, Daddy. I hate it here, Daddy.
How many points is it?
It's not enough points, Daddy. Yes, it's faster, Daddy. Yes, you're right. Sorry. I wasn't
faster, Daddy.
Go around now, down yonder, Daddy. Yeah, down yonder, Daddy. Yeah, down yonder, Daddy. That's what we're doing now, Daddy. I'm having a stroke, Daddy. Daddy. Yep, Daddy. That's Southern Daddy. Yep. That's all you got. You're gone. Oh, fuck, I forgot about nerve locking, Daddy. Oh, fuck, Daddy. All right, get back in there. Get back in. Then do timer and do shout out. Yes. Bam, just like that. Mommy Chuzzy. Oh shit. Let's do a shout out for Laurie real quick, if you don't mind, right? Or...
I mind actually coming up.
Okay.
Anyway, okay. You could, yeah, go ahead.
No, that's her shout out. That's what she gets.
No,
I was going to say it, and then Saku Savage minded, so obviously I'm not going to do it anymore. So it's over. That's all you get.
Actually, no, we're not gonna. It was a joke.
Laurie says, who would win, Savage or Panda? Savage.
What are we doing? If we're playing chess, Panda's winning.
That's true. Savage, like in a physical conflict though, Savage has like fucking 2 feet on me though. Like there's just no fucking
just
way.
Hold his head, bro.
Yeah, like there's no chance. I'd have to climb him like a fucking tree. I'd have to tear him down from the top. Like Saren in particular, like with regards to like lore, like Saren is like definitely a god that definitely exists.
Yeah.
Whereas like most of the other gods are like
kind of wishy-washy.
Yeah, you could be. I could see someone being skeptical, right? Zamorak almost definitely exists, and like the gods have like done stuff. Like Bandos brought the goblins, right? Like goblins aren't from here; they were brought here.
Yes.
But like the elves were like on a first name basis, like backstory and king backstory. It's like, oh yeah, Saren, yeah, she and I spoke all the time. Like, you know what I mean? Like literally just engaged with her personally. Like, oh yeah.
Yeah, probably seen him. Like a black guy. There's text videos.
I don't think I've seen a black guy before.
Panda. Sit down.
Yeah.
You are a black guy.
No, I've never seen that.
You probably don't own a mirror.
Saku says, Panda, you can't say those things. Why not?
You can't say those things, Panda.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nah, Saku's right. You can't stop it.
It's fine. You can say.
No, he's right, dude. You went too far this time. I think we need an apology from you.
Yeah. Okay.
Go on then.
No, I'm all right.
Okay, well, do anything for 3 minutes. Redeem's looking pretty cool.
Oh shit. Like, I would love to see somebody's account at level, like, I don't know, 100 250, 500, 750, you know what I mean? Something like that. Like every 250 levels or something like that. To see how it changes over time. Because that will tell you so much about their development as a player, especially if they, not only do you have those pictures, those every 250 levels, but you also got it like time stamped or whatever. So like, it's like this date and this is what the levels look like, this date and this is what the levels look like. You know what I mean? That'd be pretty interesting, I think. Would you guys rather work like, let's say 40 hours a week, right? You're only going to work 40 hours a week. Would you rather work 3 days for 12 hours and 1 day for 4, or 5 days for 8 hours? Right? It's going to be 40 hours either way, but I think I would rather have like a bunch of days completely off myself. Saki says 5 for 8. Screenwrite says 4 10s. Okay. Respectable options. Respectable options. Booze also says 4 for 10. I would rather do really, really long shifts myself, which perhaps isn't surprising to you guys, being that you've seen me stream. I don't know. I was like laughing about something and I wiped my eye and I was like,
No.
oh God.
Panda. That was the one thing you weren't supposed to wipe. Not wiping the eye, my friend.
Like, it was so much fucking agony, and it was so funny. It was so funny to me. I couldn't stop laughing while I was in agony. It spread to my other eye too, so I couldn't see shit. I'm trying to do a farm run still.
Oh, brother.
I was laughing so hard. I was like fucking congested. Like I can't breathe through my nose. I can't see through my eyes. It was fucking brutal.
Buddy. Well, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool story, bro.
Yeah. Hello, I'm that Daft Punk bed. I might have been doom scrolling a little bit. I missed the end of, I was supposed to stop the clips sooner, but I forgot because I was doom scrolling. That's my bad. 100% my bad. Let's play some Dragon Age Inquisitions. Haha, whoops. Haha, whoops. Last time, my fucking computer exploded or something and we just like stopped suddenly, so I have absolutely no idea where we are, what we're doing, or why. So we're just gonna hope that it works out. Fuck it. I'm sure we've got a lot more of this game left. There it is. I was like, it's not supposed to be a little guy, it's supposed to be much bigger than that. Iconosis says fuck it, we do it live. That is so true. I'm gonna go over here and just assume this is correct. Hey Saku, how's it going? I saw everyone earlier. Saku and Heather and Snake obviously was first. Let's do a shout out for Saku as we're getting into the game. The game seems very quiet. Saku says, wait, Dragon Age servers? Yeah, apparently there's multiplayer in this game or something. And there's also some connectivity because you can like import your save to like have stuff that matters or whatever. Though it doesn't work with the first game, you have to like manually enter that stuff.
The Inquisition cannot remain, Ambassador. If you can't prove it was founded on Justinian's orders.
This is an inopportune time.
I think this is where we left off, actually.
Flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked his life to slow the magic of the breach. Master Lavelan, this is the Marquis d'Aurelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven. House d'Aurelion lent Justinia these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
So you own this land then?
This is the first I've heard of Haven having an owner outside the Chantry.
My wife, Lady Machin of Denver, has claimed to Haven by ancient treaty with the monarchs of Ferelden. We were honored to lend its use to Divine Justinia. She was a woman of supreme merit. I will not let an upstart order remain on her holy grounds.
Its followers need shelter?
People have been injured. You can't just turn them out onto the snow.
And who benefits if they stay?
Divine Justinia, Marquis. The Inquisition, not the Chantry, is sheltering the pilgrims who mourn her.
Why is the Chantry ignoring the faithful?
Because it remains in shock. We face a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
I'll think on it, Lady Montillier. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
Yeah, I was gonna do a shout out. I didn't realize opening this door started a cutscene. That's my bad.
Do the Durelions actually have a claim on this place?
His Grace's position is not so strong as he presents it. Despite their Ferelden relations, the Durelions are Orlesian. If the Marquis wishes to claim Haven, Empress Selene must negotiate with the Ferelden on his behalf. Her current concerns are a bit larger than minor property disputes.
You handle the Marquis well.
Please, the Marquis isn't tossing
Marquis,
us out in the
whatever.
cold.
His Grace is only the first of many dignitaries we must contend with.
You expect more people in Haven?
Undoubtedly. And each visitor will spread the story of the Inquisition after they depart. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
Okay. How did you become an ambassador?
May I ask what brought you to work for the Inquisition?
Sister Leliana approached me. We've been acquainted for quite some time. For better or worse, being the Inquisition's diplomat has become as interesting as she promised.
Okay.
What sort of dealings have you had with nobility?
For some years, I was the royally appointed court ambassador from Antiva to Orlais. The nobility of Thedas is a rather singular sphere. Those I'm not acquainted with, I know through reputation.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're here.
The Inquisition is lucky to have you as an advocate, Lady Montillier.
Thank you. Let us hope so. Thedas's politics have become agitated as of late. I hope to guide us down smoother paths. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done.
All right. I did not. Oh, do I still have to speak to her? Whatever. We'll do that later. Oh no, I can speak to her perhaps. But yeah, we won't do that right this moment. I was gonna do a shout out, and I will. Saku Kenpaku is the Soul Mage VTuber. You should definitely check him out if you have an interest in any of a number of different things, including old school RuneScape, for example. He's a late game Iron. He's got many items that he's trying to get for his Iron account, but he's got his max cape already, so he's more than capable of doing just about anything, though he's not willing to like solo TOB, for example, and he doesn't have the gear to do like Corporeal Beast quite yet, for example. But there's a bunch of stuff that he can do and that he's happy to do. He plays on stream every now and then, but for right now, he's got Stardew Valley going on every Sunday, as well as any of a number of other things. Like he's playing through the Halo campaigns, not the remake, which just dropped, but the Master Chief Collection version on Solo Legendary. And he's also got some other things going on. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I've seen him do all kinds of different stuff, from like Remnant from the Ashes 2. He's a big fan of Terraria. He likes all kinds of different games. Slay the Spire 2 is a regular on his stream as well.
Greetings.
How did you meet Leliana?
How do you and Liliana know each other?
We moved through similar circles in Orlais. I believe we actually met in Val Royaux. Leliana was quite an accomplished player of the game by then.
What's the game?
What exactly do you mean when you say the game?
Forgive me. The game refers to the slow duels of influence among the noble and powerful of Orlais. It's a rather light-hearted name for the matter, but Orlesians are fond of playful touches.
Saku says you already lost. Yeah, I lost the game. All right, tell me about yourself. Or not, you know. What does your family do?
What business are the Montilliers in exactly?
We began as merchants. My ancestors founded the first trade routes to Rivain. We once sent entire fleets across the Waking Sea.
Once.
But not anymore.
No. These days, our vessels are a touch more modest.
Do you believe I'm holy?
Tell me, do you believe I was saved by Andraste at the Temple of Sacred Ashes?
I should much like to believe so, your worship. The miracles Andraste performed were so long ago, they're difficult to picture. If it were truly her and the Fate who saved you, well, in any case, many already believe you walk in the Maker's light.
All right. What about your work?
What did you do before coming here?
I had the great honor of serving Antiva's crown as ambassador to Orlais. I'm also first in line to become the head of House Montilier, though my siblings attend to our mercantile affairs.
Are you doing this for Antiva then?
How strong are your past loyalties?
I would never have given up my position if I did not intend to fully commit to the Inquisition. We cannot fall back on borders. Antiva is as threatened as any country by the rebellions. If anything, the alliances I forged there may help our current cause.
Will we have other causes?
Do you think the Inquisition will continue after we seal the breach?
If we prove ourselves by healing the breach, people may turn to us for other things. Protection, counsel, justice. The Inquisition offered these ones to those in need.
All right. Cool.
Let's speak later.
Farewell.
Please tell me.
I don't have any research.
You're the Herald. Or, well, the one they're calling the Herald, anyway.
Hello.
I hope the Inquisition can restore order soon. I never really wanted to leave the Circle. My name is Maeve. I research demons and other creatures. Seeker, Pentagast, and I use what I find to help the soldiers fight them.
So you're a mage then?
You said you were a mage.
No, just an apprentice. I was never very good at magic. I've got just enough talent to be a danger to other people. But when the mages rebelled, people like me had nowhere to go. The Templars would have killed us. Luckily, Seeker Pentagast took me in, along with the Tranquil I was protecting.
You didn't join the rebels?
I'm surprised that even an apprentice mage wouldn't join the rebellion.
I don't like using magic to fight. I'm not good at it either. I like studying. I like performing rituals that helped us unlock the secrets of the Veil. I liked having the Templars around to keep us safe.
Oh, interesting. A pity you aren't Dalish? Interesting.
You might have done well among the Dalish. Our mages are encouraged to study safely.
Fenrir will take the Dalish. Don't let my lack of Vanisline fool you, Lethleen. I was a proud member of my clan until my magic manifested. You know what happens when they have too many mages. They gave me a pack and sent me into the woods to find my own life. I was 7 years old.
That's awful. I also don't know what she said totally.
I'm so sorry.
I stumbled into a village, starving and cold, a few weeks later. I started using magic to scare predators away. The villagers saw me make fire in my fist. They were terrified and wanted to kill me. Templars saved me from them. They gave me food and clothes and took me to the Circle. I've seen what life is like without the Templars, and I want no part of it. I just want to study.
So you protected the Tranquil
You
then?
said that you were keeping some of the Tranquils safe.
Yes. The mages took some of them when my Circle rebelled. The rest were forgotten. Most Circle mages look down on the Tranquil, or try to pretend they don't exist. They don't have any emotions. They can barely take care of themselves, can't defend themselves at all. It's a shame. I like them better than most people.
Well, they're lucky to have you then.
I'm glad they have someone who cares about them.
They deserve better. They're polite, they're rational, and they'll never get angry at you. When they study, they have a focus no normal person could ever match. But the Templars, even some of the mages, mistreated them just because they could. The Tranquil never fought back. If not for that, I don't know. Doesn't really matter now.
Alright, so you research creatures then?
You said Cassandra has you researching creatures.
Yes. If you find anything interesting in your travels, I'd appreciate you bringing it to me. I may be able to find some weakness our soldiers can exploit when fighting various creatures. At the least, some materials are useful for making potions or gear for the Inquisition.
Okay. But why study creatures?
Why did you decide to research dangerous creatures?
I like the outdoors. The idea of the outdoors, anyway. When some monster is coming at you, glowing eyes and burning claws, it's terrifying. But once you you know how it works, you can deal with it. It's just another part of the world. So much of this world is only frightening because we don't understand it.
Okay.
I'll speak with you later.
So you're a nerd. Got it. Speaking of nerds now, Heather X Games, if you didn't know, is a fellow streamer. You should definitely check them out if you have an interest in any of a number of different things, including Fortnite in a big way. I've seen them do like the racing mode in Fortnite, which I didn't even know existed before I saw their stream. But they do many other things besides. I know they played Destiny 2 and have played The Division 2, but I think that one's fallen out of favor by now. But Destiny 2 just got a brand new update, so they're probably doing some stuff in there. Or at least I have known them to play it in the past, though not on stream. As far as the things they've done on stream as of late, or in my memory, is Animal Crossing. That was a big one. I know that they've played Assassin's Creed, but that's been a while now that they've actually played that. And many things besides, I'm sure. Should we learn about the Fade? Sure. The Fade, the Fade. The study of the Fade is as old as humankind. For as long as men have dreamed, we have been walking its twisted paths, sometimes catching a glimpse of a city at its heart. Always as close as our thoughts, but impossibly separated from our world. The Venture Imperium once spent vast fortunes of gold, lyrium, and human slaves in an effort to map the terrain of the Fade, an ultimately futile endeavor. Although portions of it belong to powerful spirits, all of the Fade is in constant flux. The Imperium succeeded in finding the disparate and ever-shifting realms of a dozen demon lords, as well as cataloging a few hundred types of spirits before they were forced to abandon the project. The relationships of dreamers to the Fade is complex. Even when entering the Fade through the use of lyrium, mortals are not able to control or affect it. The spirits who dwell there, however, can. And as the Chantry teaches us, the great flaw of the spirits is that they have neither imagination nor ambition. They create what they see through their sleeping visitors, building elaborate copies of our cities, peoples, and events, which, like the reflections in a mirror, ultimately lack context or life of their own. Even the most powerful demons merely plagiarize the worst thoughts and fears of mortals and build their realms with no other ambition than the taste of life. That's interesting. I didn't know some of that, at least. Couple of says, I'm going to listen in while I drive home from work. Hope you all have a good day. Very familiar. I hope you enjoy your commute home. And by that, I mean, I hope it's over before you know it. Because who the fuck enjoys driving? Some people do. I can't relate to that at all. Kolya, I'm not sure has ever driven before, to be honest. I don't think that Kolya is a driver, but I do know that Kolya has an interest in any number of different things, including, but certainly not limited to, the Legend of Zelda franchise, which is his favorite franchise. Kolya is a native German speaker, fluent English speaker, plays a variety of games, is interested in voice acting. That's what the VA in his name stands for. Though he hasn't been able to do any major projects yet. Though he has been invited to work on some stuff. I don't know that he's like willing to share any of those things. And typically you don't really want to share a project that you're working on so much as something that's come out, because that's, projects pretty naturally die. That's just the way that kind of stuff works. This is the front door. I thought this was the back door. Okay, fair enough. Like a door in the back, excuse me. I guess I gotta go there, because I came in the other way. Okay, I remember going into the basement before, so we probably don't need to do that. And that's where I just was. Very good. So that's probably what I need to do. Travel to the hinterlands and speak with Mother Gazelle. So maybe not. Maybe I don't need to do that. It looks like this is a quest marker. Maybe that's just telling me where the war room is. No, it seems to me that I probably do have to do something there. Is there anything else I want to tell you about Kolya? He's also a big fan of the rhythm game Rift of the Necrodancer, which he's been playing a lot recently. Okay, so I can do stuff here.
My scouts are posted on the ridges in case there's any trouble.
But until now, the Inquisition's forces have had the benefit of the Chantry's deep coffers. Now the Inquisition is forced to seek out its own source of revenue if it's going to continue growing further. Trade in and out of Haven is limited at this point. There are various opportunities to earn coin, provided the Inquisition is willing to focus its efforts on the matter. It would be a simple matter to collect secrets and sell them. With nothing traceable back to the Inquisition, we have soldiers, let them protect caravans and do other honest work for coins. Trading in favors with merchants and the nobility is my specialty. I could earn us a great deal if we're careful.
To work?
Time remaining an hour. Interesting. The Charon of Highever, to whom it may concern, the Terranir of Highever wishes to convey our deepest sympathies on the death of the divine Justinia V. The most holy was incomparable in her wisdom and dedication to peace, and we had high hopes that her conclave would succeed. We will hold a vigil in Highever in remembrance of Justinia and cordially invite the Inquisition to attend. Leliana knows Tyrion Kozlan and knew Justinia. I can't attend, but I could write to him. We should send a diplomatic attaché with some of the Templars who knew the divine. She knows the Tyrion and knew Justinia. That seems okay. Just to write a letter, maybe? Is fine. Just the nobleman's concern. The Inquisition says for orders against chaos, reason in darkness. If you stand by this, come forth and drive the heretics from my lands. They claim to be refugees, but I have seen elves and apostates among them, filthy savages tearing at our roots. Our monarch refuses to send forth armies, and my own knights were decimated at the conclave. I require your aid to return peace to my lands. For your loyalty, and I will see you richly rewarded for your faith. We can take advantage of his raving. My spies can harass the refugees into moving somewhere else to win his favor. Pariah even among his peers. Let us send a polite refusal and nothing more.
At your service.
I don't know who that guy is, but he seems like a fucking dick. Maybe I should have checked these other things. What is this? You'll need passage across the Waking Cedar Kirkwall. That is easily arranged. Huh. Voices on the wind speak of a new power abroad in the world. Inquisition, they whisper. An ancient name restored, a memory rekindled and transformed into a blaze of hope. I hear the whispers and summon the fires of the Inquisition. Here in the depths of the city of chains, countless mysteries hide in shadow in anticipation of the light. Come, the Black Emporium awaits. Xenon the Antiquarian must spend his days composing melodramatic invitations to his establishment. I imagine being stuck in a chair for centuries leaves one somewhat lacking for entertainment. This particular message was hand-delivered by a cloaked figure at twilight, precisely as the sun disappeared beneath the peaks. My men spied the courier lurking about our outer gates for at least an hour, waiting for sunset. Served under the command of some very specific instructions, I assume. That aside, I would encourage a visit to the Black Emporium. The Antiquarian's hoard is legendary. Only those he deems worthy ever lay eyes on it. The champion of Kirkwall received an invitation once and reported, among other things, a strange mirror that could transform even flesh and bone. Who knows? He may consider something that aids in the battle against Corypheus. Sure. A ship has been secured. Be wary that what you find in the Black Imperium, Inquisitor. I hear many frightful tales. Cool. We don't need to go there right now, though. And we can't do those two things. Should we look at Orlais? I didn't even look at it. Okay, there is nothing. Thank God. All right. Let's do one last shout out. This one's for Copamine, who you might know already. Copamine is a PNG tuber, a VTuber. Plays a pretty wide variety of games. Has been recently just starting to get into League of Legends of all things. I guess he's been having a good enough time, but I certainly wouldn't recommend it. There are many games that you can play. League of Legends is certainly one of them. Besides League of Legends, I've known Copamine to play a wide variety of games, including, certainly not limited to, like Dynasty Warriors, one of his favorite franchises, old school RuneScape, where he's got a few different accounts going, including Group Iron that he's probably going to be putting most of his time into. And many games besides. Like he enjoys House Flipper in particular, and he plays it in a pretty unconventional way, I would say. He doesn't really sell houses. He just does quests to be able to buy the houses, and then keeps the houses after he does the renovation, and then has like a Rolodex of houses that he can just like return to and like show off, like a museum, if you will, like a real estate museum.
Will you be able to... Kate? Thanks for checking anyway. If you're here to clean, Hess can get you a bucket and a broom. Anyone calls you knife here, come to me. Oh, you're him.
Hello.
Thren, Inquisition Quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
Okay. What is your job exactly?
What do you do here?
I make sure the Inquisition troops have food in their bellies and iron in their hands. Both are important. Lots of people expecting us to be heroes, marching all day to fight the demons. Turns out heroes need to dig latrines just like everyone else.
How'd you end up here?
How does someone end up as quartermaster for the Inquisition?
I served for Eldon under Ten Loghain MacTier, best commanding officer this world has ever seen. After they all turned on him at Denerim, though, there wasn't much use for people who held that opinion. Queen Honora offered my services to the Inquisition. It was a kindness. She knew I supported her father and got me away from the political garbage.
All right. I'm glad you believed in him.
Your loyalty to the man you served is admirable, quartermaster.
Thank you. A lot of people seem to think they know what happened at Ostagar, but I was there. Ten Loghain never betrayed his king. If he'd brought the reinforcements, Darkspawn would have just killed everyone. He did what he had to do to save our country, and we betrayed him. I apologize. Sister Liliana told me I shouldn't talk about this. Just forget it.
All right. So what's up with the requisitions then?
What did you mean when you mentioned requisitions?
I'm making this Inquisition run with what we have, but we're not a real army. We're stretched thin on materials, so I've put up a requisition list for anything that could help our people. Here, take a look. You find some iron and a good logging site. Maybe Harriet can get our troops better weapons.
How do I fill special orders?
If I have material for a special order, do I bring it to you?
Just take it over there. One of my boys will take the materials or jot down what you found.
All right, sick.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
So a logging stand and 5 iron. Okay. So I can put those in there when I get those things. Hey, Liliana.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just. Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow. In their blood, the Maker's will is written. Is that what you want from us? Blood. To die so that your will is done? Is death your only blessing? You speak for Andraste, no? What does the Maker's prophet have to say about all of this? What's his game?
Game?
How is this a game?
Do you see the sky? What about the temple ruins? The bones lying in the dust? Even if you didn't support the Divine's peace, you wouldn't call this right. Who could? So many innocent lives. The faithful murdered where the holiest of holies once stood. If the Maker willed this, what is it if not a game or a cruel joke?
I can't speak for Andraste.
I speak for no one but myself, and I have no answers for you.
You probably don't even worship the Maker. Lucky. He asks a lot. The Chantry teaches that the Maker abandoned us. He demands repentance for our sins. He demands it all,
Our lives, our deaths. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die.
I mean, yeah, sure, my sympathies, I guess.
I'm sorry. That death has clearly hit you hard.
Not just me. All of us. She was the divine. She led the faithful. She was the heart. If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the best of his servants, what good is he? I used to believe I was chosen, just as some say you are. I thought I was fulfilling his purpose for me, working with the divine, helping people. But now she's dead. It was all for nothing. Serving the Maker meant nothing.
Let me help you? I don't really know how.
Maybe you have another purpose. I could help you find it.
No, this is my burden. I regret that I even let you see me like this. It was a moment of weakness. It won't happen again. Come, to work then. We will speak later.
All right. Ryan Schmant. Hello. Ryan Schmant says, I hope you're having the best day. Is this your first playthrough of Dragon Age Inquisition? It is. I'm certainly not having the best day, but I'm doing okay. The best day is too much, you know what I mean? Like, you can't expect every day to be the best day. Even better than yesterday's asking a lot. Stronger than yesterday, I can get behind, but better than yesterday. Like, you should have some days that are worse than others, I think. It's okay. It's not about how many bad days there are, right? But nonetheless, some elf fruit is good, but that's definitely not what I wanted. I want a logging stand, which I don't know what that really is, to be honest. Oh, Solus, what's up, dude?
The chosen of Andraste, a blessed hero sent to save us all.
I hope to be one, I guess.
I didn't ask for this. But someone has to find a way to seal this breach.
Spoken nobly indeed. You think I'm mocking you? This age has made people cynical. I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars, both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
You study ancient ruins?
What do you mean, ruins and battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
How can you sleep there?
You fall asleep in the middle of ancient ruins. Isn't that dangerous?
I do set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders, they are usually content to live and let live.
That's awesome. I didn't realize that the spiders would be like, this is a sacrifice. We'll let that guy live because we have food instead. How smart are these fucking spiders?
I've never heard of anyone going so far into the Fade. That's extraordinary.
Thank you. It's not a common field of study for obvious reasons. Not so flashy as throwing fire or lightning. The thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream? I would not trade it for anything. I will stay then. At least until the breach has been closed.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate surrounded by Chantry forces in the middle of a mage rebellion. Cassandra has been accommodating, but you understand my caution.
Cassandra will protect you.
Cassandra trusts you. She won't let anyone put you into a circle against your will.
Thank you. I appreciate the thought. But now let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach.
All right, cool. Ryan Schmant says, I've been playing through Dragon Age Inquisition for the first time as well, and is in Act 2 already. And also assures me that I'm in for a treat. I don't know. I played through the other games, the 2 prior games, just recently, like just before this. So far, my impression of this game has been... It was definitely a shock playing the second game for the very first time. I played the original game, Dragon Age Origins. I played that game years ago, like on release on the 360. And it was mostly familiar. The second game felt like a culture shock in a big way. And this game feels similarly shocking, so I'm trying to acclimate to it before I judge it. But right now, it doesn't quite feel good. It feels very different. But that isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it definitely doesn't feel good right now, so we'll see. The apothecary. Find recipes throughout the exploration or by visiting merchants. Visit an apothecary with herbs you gather in the wilderness to upgrade potions. Use the equip station to assign different potions to each of your party members and to replenish the potions you are carrying. Use the upgrade station to unlock permanent upgrades to your potions. Okay. So yeah, it seems like potions work a lot more like Estus in this game. Potion upgrading. You can upgrade potions you have already unlocked. To upgrade a potion, select a category. Select a potion and then select the upgrade. Potion upgrades require a significant amount of herbs to unlock. In return, they give permanent and significant bonuses to your potions. Okay. Potions restore health or enhance magic. Tonics enhance resistance or augment combat. And grenades throw vials that shatter in an area. Sure. Okay, so I need a lot more elf root. Cool. We don't have any recipes. All right. Ryan Schmidt says this game is definitely a different vibe. So far, Dragon Age 2 is my personal favorite. The game definitely drops a lot all at the beginning. Yeah, they've always kind of been like that, to be fair. But this one definitely feels front-loaded in a way that is not exactly welcome, but we're getting through it. It's okay. I'm not like crashing out about it, but it definitely doesn't feel like a very natural, you know, step into a, in this case, return to, you know, status or whatever. Potion assignment and replenishment. You can equip or replenish your potions for each party member. Drag potions from the list on the left to the slots on the bottom right to assign them to the current party member. You must replenish potions before you can use them. Healing potions are replenished for free automatically, but all other potions require herbs for replenishing. The type and number of herbs required appear next to the type of potion's description. Click a slot on the bottom right to replenish an equipped potion. Okay. So I can't like return the potion. We always have to have the healing potions, which I would want anyway, but just wondering. Hello, Aiden. We've met?
I don't recall meeting you before.
I'd be surprised if you did. You weren't particularly coherent. Someone had to patch you up after you staggered out of making those wear, though. So, you're welcome.
Thank you.
I didn't realize. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, you can pay me back by fixing the world. Name's Adan. I'm in charge of keeping our little band here stocked with potions and elixirs. Not that Seeker Pentagast seems to care whether we've got the supplies to actually do that.
You're a bit cranky.
For a healer, you don't seem particularly nurturing.
I'm not a healer. I'm an alchemist who's forced to play Mother Hen.
I see.
You want something to burst into flame on contact with the air? Done. Gladly. Patching up wounded soldiers is a waste of my time and talents. But there are a few around who can help.
How are things?
How are your people holding up?
There's no shortage of work. That's for damn sure.
Okay. How do I order potions?
How do I go about having potions made?
Just take a look there and tell me what you'd like. Find a recipe for something better, I can make that too. You're back. And in one piece.
Do you need any help?
Is there anything I can do to help out?
We're fine as far as raw labor goes. You've more important things to do than tend to me. I only wish I'd been able to find Master Tajin's notes. Old bastard was working on something special. He died at the conclave, and his notes weren't here. Been too busy dealing with the wounded to look for them.
How are your people holding up?
That was the wrong.
No shortage of work.
That's okay.
I'm sure.
All right. So find his notes in the conclave, perhaps? Wait, visit a potion loadout station? I've already done that. Oh, we have a regeneration potion now? Ah. Okay, and these require elf roots. Restores 26 health every 2 seconds for 60 seconds. Okay. Cool.
Let me know if you need anything.
Hey, Zero. Okay, and we can upgrade these as well. Okay. They gave me a new recipe for talking to that guy, I guess. They didn't really communicate that I got a new recipe, but they did give me one. Ryan Schmitz says, this week at work so far has felt like a month. I'm hoping the rest of the week starts to calm down because I've needed naps after work both days, and that's not the vibe. Yeah, work can definitely be a lot. I hope things settle down, sure. I mean, sometimes it's nice to be busy. It kind of depends, right? Usually naps are like almost like a half measure, right? Like if you sleep, it shouldn't be that big a deal. It depends, obviously. If it's only because of the workload, then it's probably makes sense to nap. But usually it's better to sleep for like the same amount of time every day. And also to sleep enough every day rather than, so the same amount of time at the same time. Those two things usually are enough regardless of how much you're, exerting yourself, unless it's like a stress sort of thing. Zero says, I don't nap, I just straight snooze. I don't really know what you mean by that. The Singing Maiden. Have you ever heard of the story of the king of Bedwyr? Bedwyr, like most kings, was a man of great pride who expected nothing but complete loyalty from his subjects. He believed that the best way to achieve this was through fear. After all, those who feared him would never cross him or question his rule. Most importantly, those who feared him would always seek to please him. Bedwyr cultivated terror in his subordinates through the gleeful and unrestrained use of a contraption referred to as the Maiden. The Maiden has a hinged iron casket as high and wide and deep as a man, with vicious spikes within, meant to pierce the poor soul who locked into it. Bedwyr's Maiden was a prized possession and stood in place of honor at his throne room, often with a screaming victim inside it. Political rivals, suspected assassins, treasonous ministers, the Maiden consumed them all. But as time passed, more people were given to the Maiden for increasingly trivial offenses. The cook for oversalting the king's food, the page boy for dropping his sword. The Maiden cast a pall over the kingdom, and its people prayed for deliverance from the cruel king. Then one day, a strange woman rode into the city. She called herself Ember, and was an emissary from a far-off land. Her leaders had heard, she said, of Bedwyr's wisdom and authority, and she sought the king's counsel. The thought that he had earned the adulation of brother kings across the sea made Bedwyr swell with pride, and he granted Ember an audience. They dined and danced, and through it all, Ember flattered and fawned over the king. At the end of the night, Ember asked to see the Maiden and the infamous device that had given Bedwyr all his power. The king, giddy with his praise, proudly presented Ember with the empty contraption. Ember looked at the Maiden, sighed with disappointment, and said, "That does not look terrifying at all. I should have imagined the spikes to be much sharper." Bedwyr grew red at her comment and replied, "The spikes are sharp enough. Look at the blood that still clings to them." "But it's so small," said Ember. "Are only children and women its victims?" Bedwyr grew redder still and replied, "Of course not. The Maiden has devoured many men." Ember shook her head and said to the king, "I do not believe it. Surely no warrior could fear this thing. A man like yourself, tall and muscled, would not fit within." The king laughed and saw a way to prove the merit of the Maiden to Ember. "I will show you how easily a man like myself could fit it," he said. And with that, he stepped into the device. But Ember was waiting, and no sooner had Bedwyr squeezed himself into the iron casket that Ember slammed it shut on him. Ember took the Maiden, with the screaming Bedwyr inside, through the castle and down into the city, and the people, finally free from the king's tyranny, cheered and danced to the singing that echoed throughout the streets, until Bedwyr was dead, and it finally stopped. I don't know why I read that. But okay. That's a children's tale, but like German. Like I don't. Okay. Oh hey, Andraste. Zero says, "I can't nap because it'll turn a 5 to 8 hour sleep. It'll turn into a 5 to 8 hour sleep." Well, you know, alarms exist and such. Like, there's definitely ways that you can fix that.
Oh, Maker, you him? You were the herald of Andraste, and you were sent to shame us for mistreating the elves. I pay my elves good and proper, you should know. Friend of the aliens, and all, and... I mean, I'm Flissa. Can I get you a drink?
I'm actually Dalish.
I'm not from an alien age, I'm Dalish.
Oh, right, of course, because of the things on your face. Yes. As I said, I'm Flissa. The Inquisition soldiers needed a place to unwind, so Leliana brought me in to set up a tavern. Nothing fancy, but it's safer for the soldiers than looking for trouble in some village.
The audio mixing is very strange right now. How do you know Leliana?
You said Leliana asked you to run an Inquisition tavern. How did you meet?
Dumb luck, maybe. I managed an inn back in Denner Inn. When I heard interesting gossip, I'd pass word to Liliana. Sometimes it was helpful. She asked if I wanted to own my own tavern, and I said yes. I didn't realize she meant this.
What can I find in Haven then?
Can you tell me about this area?
Adani Haven's apothecary. He's been making potions and tending to the wounded as best he can. Harris is the Inquisition smith. Whatever he can make you, Thren the quartermaster can probably find. And for anything fancier, you can try buying from Segrid. His prices aren't too high. Yes? Oh, there's also Minave. She studies beasts and things, as I understand.
All right, thank you.
Farewell.
Just anything to get me away from this fucking performer. Holy shit, she's singing it directly in my fucking ears, dude. God bless. Can't fucking hear. Well, I can hear her singing, but I can't hear anything else. Ryan Schmantz says, that was me yesterday, sleeping for 5 to 8 hours. He got home at 4:10, took a nap, and then ate dinner, and then basically went to bed. It was only an hour-ish. Zero says, I'm a heavy sleeper. Alarms are hit or miss. She's whispering sweet nothings in your ears. Melissa, I could literally not hear. She wasn't whispering at all. It's just she was drowned out by the music.
Now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
I'm just glad to be alive.
I'm just glad I'm still standing after all that.
I still can't believe you survived Cassandra. You're lucky you were out cold for most of her frothing rage. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
Why did you stay then?
If it was that bad, why did you stay? Cassandra said you were free to go.
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but this... Thousands of people died on that mountain. I was almost one of them. And now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
No, I was fortunate, I guess.
It's pure luck that I escaped.
Good luck or bad? You might want to consider running at the first
Hey, Pika.
opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky, that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle.
All right, cool. Let me do a shout out for Zero. Psychotic Zero, if you didn't know, is a fellow streamer, a Foxboy VTuber. He hasn't been able to stream all that much. And when I say hasn't been able to, I mean mostly he hasn't been interested in streaming that much recently. He used to stream like very super consistently, like all the time, like 10 hours a day or something like that. He's got an interest in a wide variety of games. He likes to play like Metal Gear Rising Revengeance and this old PlayStation 1 game Hogs of War, but he'll play a bunch of other stuff too, more modern stuff like Resident Evil 9 and Monster Hunter Wilds, for example. But he's really looking for like another big release or something like that. But he's got games that he can play and games that he has never played in his Steam library. He's got over like 1,000 games just on tap. He just can't be bothered to play them. He doesn't really care to, you know what I mean? The last thing he was playing was, I believe, Batman Arkham Knight. a game that he's already played. He just, you know, felt like playing Arkham Knight again, I guess. Because is that short blonde guy feels like the definition. Varric? Varric's a pretty cool guy. I'm imagining that most of these buildings are just like ornamental, not like actually that important. But we can find some stuff like elf root around. Don't necessarily need elf root. Really, I need to find, what was it, iron and a logging stand, whatever the fuck that is. I know what iron is, I guess, but I don't know how I'm gonna just find iron, like just like a pile of it. No, I think this is my room. Yeah, I think I woke up there last time. Cool. Oh, I should not have gone that way. I'm glad that I did not get stuck in the level geometry. Oh shit. All right, let's do another shout out. This one's for Andraste, whose name you might recognize, but she actually has no particular relationship with this particular game or the goddess of this game. She's had the name Andraste for a long time, but she does happen to like this franchise, Dragon Age. But it's fully a coincidence. Andraste has been playing all kinds of different games, like in time, but most recently, and what you can expect going forward, is mostly just Wuthering Waves and Warframe. I definitely know Andraste to have played other stuff. I believe Guild Wars 2 is very big in her mind. Like a long-time Guild Wars 2 fan. Whoa. That's a little unsettling to look at in a way that I can't explain. But yeah, if you're interested in Wuthering Waves or Warframe, two very different games, but both free to play, and something that Andraste has been known to play, a little newer to Warframe. Well, much newer to Warframe. I think Wuthering Waves, they're actually like very much acclimated to. You know what I mean? Like, in one case, Andraste would be much more likely to give advice rather than receive it, if that makes sense. And then the opposite. Oh, also just debuted a VTuber model as well. We're PNG prior. Now they're 2D.
Stays to run a shop at a time like this.
The kind with nowhere else to go. Those blasted demons destroyed most of my goods. If I stay here, work some contacts, I can start rebuilding. Maybe, just maybe, help you folks out in the process.
How's the mood going?
You must speak with most everyone here. How are people doing?
Hope and fear in equal measure. No one really knows what it means when an Inquisition is called. Yet. I imagine it's no better for you. You've got my sympathies, for what it's worth.
I'd like to buy something?
Can I see what you have for sale?
Of course. My wares are at the table.
Cool. Mall. A balanced lightning bow. Oh yeah, it's a little bit better. Okay, and he sells infinity of those. This gives willpower instead of cutting, but they're both for rogues. I think I'll stick with the cunning and dex that I have for now. Interesting. These are upgrades? I'm not totally sure I understand. Weapon schematics. Interesting. So is this just for Varek then? Oh wait, did I have a better bow? Hold on. Okay. Can I sell stuff? Selling things an option? This also gives +2 cutting. So I guess this is just straight up an upgrade then. Sure. It's a little weird that it doesn't just show me the stats. Plus 100% maximum guard, minus 100% maximum barrier. Don't know what that means. All right, so I am able to sell stuff? Yes. I imagine I'm not going to use that, but just in case. Why can I wear heavy armor to begin with? Like as a rogue. Okay, so we got some materials, some valuables, which are for selling? Probably. Okay. So we can leave this place. We can buy and sell stuff. We picked up a few quests. We can go back to the war room. So this is telling me that I have a quest there. Good help is not so hard to find. Explore Haven and meet some of the Inquisition's crafting masters. Okay. The apothecary mentioned that his master Tegan was working on something special before he died at the conclave. So yeah, if I go over there and find the notes, that would be good. We're looking for weapons, so iron and logging stands. Okay, sure. So we'll leave soon, but not yet. It seems like we're just gonna be by ourselves at the moment as well. Like we don't have the rest of the party with us. I think I'm just gonna sell anything that I don't immediately use. I don't know how this game's equipment works. In the last game, unlike the first game, you only really geared yourself up. In the original Dragon Age Origins, you had equipment that you could put on anyone. And then in Dragon Age 2, you only got gear really for yourself, and everyone else just had, like, well, they had weapons, but all of their armor was, like, prefab, if that makes sense. You can upgrade their armor, but the armor that they had was pre-loaded or whatever. Construction orders. As you know from the terrible accidents of last week, many passages through the mountain are unstable and liable to collapse at any moment. I do not wish us to lose more brothers and sisters in the search for the lost cultist treasure. We must seal all entrances into the mountain. The Templars have done a careful sweep of the caves. Everything of worth has been collected. What remains of the disciples of Andraste will be forgotten, buried in the earth. Once it is done, let us have no more talk of them. This is a new haven, restored to life by the true Chantry and most holy Justinian V, other Florentines. Okay. We have actually been on this mountaintop before in the first game where we fought a dragon. It just doesn't look the same at all in any way, which isn't surprising. It's fine. But yeah, let's do one last shout out. This one's for Pikachu, a fellow VTuber, a friend of the stream. He plays a pretty wide variety of games as well. Don't know what he's got going on at the moment. He wants to play. Do I need that? I don't know, maybe. He wants to play all kinds of different stuff. Most games that he's gotten the most out of have been like walking simulators, very like artsy types of pieces. But he recently played Easy Delivery Company, I believe was the name of the game. And he's been interested in playing like Lies of P, and the DLC for it, and also the DLC for Get to Work. He's kind of deep in rage games for some reason, but he's, you know, he'll play like Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy now and then, for example, but I don't think that he's got like any one genre that he's like locked down to or anything like that. I think he's happy to play a bunch of different stuff. Pikachu says, I want to play that some kind of game soon. Okay, cool. I don't know anything about that.
Expected you be by. I'm Harriet, and everyone knows who you are. How's the new gear fit?
Quite well, I suppose.
Sturdy and warm. It's perfect. Good. World's gone mad. Stock armor and blades are good against bandits, but we're not fighting bandits. My gear will see you through demons, apostates, whatever this world throws at you. So, you need custom work, something special. You bring the materials to us, we'll make it happen.
Cool. What's your story?
How did you come to be here?
Come from a little town called Lothring. Long gone now. I was in Redcliffe when the Darkspawn hit it during the Blight. Helped rebuild. Left when royalty decided it was time to hand the place over to the bloody mages. Ended up here. Just missed the boom. Can't decide if I'm the luckiest son of a bitch walking or the exact opposite.
I think you're lucky.
You're still walking. That's always good.
True enough.
Do you outfit the troops?
How did you come to be
That's the wrong one.
Not worth telling twice.
Fantastic. Perfect. How do you outfit the
The
troops?
Inquisition soldiers.
Not me. I've got work to do. Can't be passing a sword to every blighter who signs up. If you want to help the troops, talk to Thren, the quartermaster. She'll set up requisitions.
Okay. Why do you need my materials?
The Inquisition not have supplies to make armor or weapons.
Tough convincing traders to haul up here. Impossible to get them to risk the rare stuff, so that's on you.
Okay. What can you make here?
What can you and your team make here?
Arms and armor. We work iron to blighted dragon bone, if you've got it. Our designs are simple, but they get the job done. You want something fancy? Bring your own design. We'll see what we can do.
Can you improve my equipment?
Can you help improve my arms and armor?
Yes. You find a new piece, a pauldron or greaves, we'll take care of you. You can't just slap a new hilt on your sword in the field. Bring it here, we'll make sure it's done right and proper.
Do you have any designs?
If I want something, what can you make?
Start simple. Something to keep you safe. Take a look at it on the table there and we can talk. You'll need materials. We should have what you want just outside.
Okay, cool.
Goodbye.
Right.
Tika says it looks like Arctic eggs, so I hope it's the same vibes. I was not impressed with Arctic eggs, but I'm glad you enjoyed it. Crafting. To craft a new armor and weapons, you need a schematic and enough materials. Schematic determines the appearance and potential power of the crafted item. The materials determine the specific stats and powers that will be added to the new item. Interesting. Okay, so I have exactly one light armor, no helmets. But I also have just the arms. Each crafting schematic has one or more slots. Each slot accepts a specific number of materials of either metal, cloth, or leather. Fill all available slots to craft an item. There are 5 different types of crafting slots: utility, offense, defense, damage, and armor. The type of slot determines the stat that will be generated from the material placed in it. For example, placing iron in a defense slot gives a bonus to melee defense, while putting it in the utility slot gives it a bonus to strength. Experiment with different combinations of materials and slots to create unique items that fit your needs. Each crafting material has a predetermined stat value for each possible slot type, which you can view by examining the material. The final value of the stat coming from a slot is determined by multiplying this value by the number of materials placed in the slot. Low armor rating / damage. +1 strength. 1% chance to stagger on hit. Okay. I get it. %2 increased crit damage, 1% chance to stagger, 1% crit chance. Okay, we got some stuff. So am I wearing armor on my arms right now? I guess so. It's a little unclear. Okay, and I can potentially modify weapons and modify armor. Upgrading an item adds the upgrade stats to the item's stats, in addition to changing the appearance. For example, attaching a hilt with a +3 cunning bonus to a sword adds the bonus to the sword. You can freely remove and add existing upgrades or exchange them between different items. New upgrades can be crafted in crafting stations. Okay. I don't know if I want to remove my barrier, and I don't know what adding guard really does. Okay, so I can make a bow with 58 or 46 DPS, which I think is just worse. Yeah, 62. Does it change based on what I do? It can have dex on it, I guess. So yeah, probably doesn't seem very worth it at the moment. God, am I glad to be out of that fucking smithing area with the hammering. Jesus Christ. Alright. Man, is there just like a bunch of bullshit right at the start of the game. Wait, can I actually attack that? Oh. Is this good? Cool. I guess there's hunting in this game. And you do get experience for it, however slight. Nugs look very different and are much smaller than they used to be. Ah, it's a left click to shoot. I was right clicking before. Not all nugs have nug skin as well, turns out. Oh, okay, so that's what iron looks like. You can just pick it up off the fucking ground. And I got 3 from that one little node, I think. Okay, cool, cool. What, so if I was melee, would I have to just run at these guys to kill them? That's a little silly. Penitent's Crossing. The pilgrims seeking to visit the Temple of Sacred Ashes are allowed to ride as far as the bridge known as Penitent's Crossing. Then, whether they be sick or healthy, young or aged, the pilgrims are expected to walk by the temple sisters who supervise the bridge. All but the very sick and old are asked to shed heavy coats as they cross the bridge, allowing the cutting winds to strip prideful fixation upon the world from the flesh. The bridge is also significantly military value. Is also of significant military value, used especially for the purposes in the years since the Fifth Blight, as a choke point against bandits, rebels, or even darkspawn stragglers. The bridge serves as a defensive fortification to protect the Temple of Sacred Ashes from threats. I don't know why you felt like you needed to tell me that there was a bridge here that works as a bridge, but cool. I now know that this bridge is a bridge. I mean, it is a choke point, but every bridge is a choke point. That's why it's a bridge. If you didn't need a bridge there, then you wouldn't have built it, and thus it wouldn't be a choke point, right? I don't know. It's one of those things. I just, I don't know. It's fine, I guess. I'm not immersed in the world building so far, but I do have plenty of fucking nug skin, let me tell you. That isn't even the one that I clicked. Also, did that one live? He sure did. That is a very tanky nug. How do I auto fire? I don't know why that one gave me 9 experience and was 14 times as tanky. But we've done it. We've also found the iron that we needed, but not the logging station. Can I look at the map? Okay. So I kind of know what's going on there. We want to go to these 2 places. Cassandra and Cullen are over here, among the people that were doing their synchronized dance moves. Is it Cassandra or Cassandra? It's almost the same, but... What? What the fuck just happened? Did I kill that nug like across the way and its loot spawned next to me? That's a little strange. Oh yeah, I should also be saving. The difficulty was like, hey man, you should be careful about, I don't know, like losing progress and stuff because this game mode is buggy in some way. Hey Beatrice. Are you all right?
Worried?
Is it that obvious?
I'm afraid so.
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool, and they may be right.
What do you believe?
What does your faith tell you?
I believe you are innocent. I believe more is going on here than we can see. And I believe no one else cares to do anything about it. They will stand in the fire and complain that it is hot. But is this the Maker's will? I can only guess.
What happens next?
What's going to happen now?
Now, we deal with the Chantry's panic over you before they do even more harm. Then we close the breach. We are the only ones who can. After that, we find out who is responsible for this chaos, and we end them. And if there are consequences to be paid for what I have done, I pay them. I only pray the price is not too high.
No, I think it was fine.
You didn't have any choice.
Didn't I? My trainers always said, Cassandra, you are too brash. You must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail. But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
Well, I don't know. You had cause.
It wasn't like you had no reason to suspect me.
I was determined to have someone answer for what happened. Anyone. You've said you believe you're chosen. Does that mean you believe in the Maker?
Did I say that I believe that I'm chosen? I believe in elven gods. Do I believe in the Maker specifically? In the context of this verse, does the Maker actually exist? Probably. Spirits and demons definitely exist. Does the Maker specifically exist? I mean, the Urn of Sacred Ashes is definitely real. He's probably real, right? Probably. Probably? Sure.
I believe he exists.
You do. I'm surprised, but I suppose it's comforting. Surely the Maker put us both on this path for a reason. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us.
Beatrice is if there's a crash, I'm instantly yanking first. So you're just here for the first? That's crazy. No. Beatrice Gambit, if you didn't know, is the Bunny Girl Christina hostess VTuber. You should go to her stream if you want to get her first. Actually, I don't know if she has a first redeem. I'm not actually sure that she does. But I know she plays all kinds of different stuff. She's a Marvel Rivals addict. She also plays like an unfortunate amount of idle games, which is any amount of them, I would say. Former League player. Thankfully, she's reformed. She's free. These guys are upsetting to be around for some reason. I don't know why exactly. Maybe it's their frame rate. Something bothers me about it. What has she been playing recently? Oh yeah, Final Fantasy. She's been playing through Final Fantasy 16, the newest one, as well as the remake of the first one. Though she's probably done with that one by now, or at least will be soon. She's been playing that one for a while now, so I imagine she's going to be done with it if she isn't already. Beatrice says, consider all the time I spend here. Obviously not. Heck you. No, it's crazy. All right.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
I'm glad I'm here.
I just hope I can help.
As do we all. It is enough that you would try. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir.
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
I believe the mark will help.
I must have this mark for a reason. It will work, I'm sure of it.
Provided we can secure aid, but I'm confident we can. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can... Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
I do like her enthusiasm, but not like that. I don't mind.
You understand our situation. I appreciate your opinion.
Look around. Our people are well organized and committed. Despite what the clerics think, we are in the best position to help. There's still a lot of work ahead.
Commander, Sir Raiden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying.
All right, cool.
One down.
Oh, I can press and hold left click. It's certainly better than spamming it, but I feel like tab targeting or something was a thing before. Whether or not to use the mouse buttons used for world interaction and player control should be switched. Interesting. R. I was pressing F before. F is the interact button, so I guess it makes sense that they would be different. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all this nug skin, I'm gonna be honest. I might not need it for anything at all. Does this door go anywhere? Is it real? Ah, kind of does. So I can go to the hinterlands. I'm at Haven. And I can go to the Black Imperium now. Okay, well, we'll stay in Haven for right now. Maybe we go to the Black Imperium sooner rather than later. Maybe there's something sick we can buy. I imagine that anything good that we can buy, we wouldn't be able to afford. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's a big upgrade there just waiting for us. Get more maker's size so we can respec whenever we want. Don't forget that we need a logging stand. When the compass pulses, press V to search. Searching indicates the direction of hidden objects with an additional pulse on the ground, and if you're close enough, reveals them.
I should look around.
Like in there? Okay. Weird. There's a hot and cold metal detector mini game. The notes, okay. The notes were technically hidden, but they were just on his fucking desk. Okay, sick. We've recovered the notes. One of the things that we intended to do. We're still looking for a logging stand. Boy, do we have enough fucking elf fruit. Actually, I think we literally don't. I think we're like 30 elf fruit short or something like that of like an upgrade. Beatrice says, the next minigame, can I sing Hot and Cold by Katy Perry? I don't believe I know Hot and Cold. I know some of it. Just the chorus, I guess, though. But yeah, probably won't do that now. That's a little too fun for me. Too much whimsy. Maybe if the feeling strikes me now. Why is this guy so fucking tanky? Is this like a difficulty modifier that I've done where there's like sometimes just enemies that are fucking 12 times tankier or something? Because I need to turn that shit off immediately. That's gonna be fucking insane. Beatrice likes whimsy. We need to stop killing these same fucking nugs. We gotta like let this go. We can't just be circling around killing these nugs over and over again. We can, but like it's never gonna fucking end. Also, is this elf root also respawning? because I keep seeing it and then just going to get it. I don't need an infinite amount of it. So, well, sort of. You can make regenerative potions, which you don't restock on. But I mostly only need them for upgrades. This is Psycho says you're hot, you're cold. You're yes, you're no. Then you're no, excuse me. That's about what I know. You're in, then you're out. You're up, then it's down. Like I said, that's about the extent of my knowledge of that song. It's not really that much of a hot and cold, I guess, really. Because, like, it's not like it's getting, like, hotter or colder. It's just, like, a proximity thing. It's like the item finder in Pokemon. Man, there is some fucking iron in this game. Holy shit. Should I, like, not be gathering all the iron that I encounter? Because, like, how much do I need? And also, how much can I find? Holy shit. Am I fucking grinding? You know what I mean? Like, what is this? All of the Dragon Age games have had, like, resource acquisition, material acquisition like this one, but this one is, like, by far the grindiest so far. Well, that was unfortunate.
One down.
All right, what was that? A ram. That's not a fantasy creature at all. That's just a regular ram. I mean, I guess it's fine for there to just be regular animals as well, but, like, you know, kind of built up a certain expectation. I'm not killing rabbits. I'm killing nugs for some reason. I'll let that ram live. Claim logging stand. Wow, we've done it. What's this? A Druffalo? You see what I'm saying? Wow, that guy is fucking tanky. And he knows how to use trees as cover. Oh. I got knocked down. But I got up again, because you're never going to keep me down. It's actually a lot harder when he's not trying to run past me. That didn't do any damage for some reason. Oh, fuck. God damn, this dude is fucking tanky. It's a little hard to, like, kite as well. Oh god, he can get his armor back. He also can combo. Maybe we can cheese? Cheese very well could be possible. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's like really fucking awkward. It's just, there's so much end lag. I don't know. Good lord. I don't think we're gonna kill another one of these, but we could probably kill one. Dude, it still hit me. I hope it's not saying that this thing is level 2, because I'm level 3. Ow. Fucker. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Wait, how did I even do that? Oh. Oh, I see. I went from the one screen to this other screen. That's my bad. It was an Alt-Tab situation. How the fuck did I do that, actually? Oh, it's because... Well, first of all, it's because I'm not locked onto the screen. That's part of it. It's a full screen situation, but I'm not actually full screen. So part of it is like my mouse cursor just like drifting to the other screen. Oh, what? That did not hit me, but alright, cool. I'm not sure how the armor thing works exactly. It seems like it's kind of a health bar. But it seems like sometimes it absorbs hits. Like, it has less to do with damage and more to do with, like, the number of hits, number of attacks. Oh my fucking god. Fuck. Jesus fucking Christ. You get nothing. Good day, sir. Holy fucking shit. What a dreadful goddamn experience. Oh, yeah. Beatrice says now you can make buffalo sauce. I don't think that's made from buffalo. Maybe it is. And that's why they call them buffalo sauce. But like, I think that they just call it that. I think it's just marketing. I don't know if buffalo has anything to, I think I've had buffalo before, but aside from that one burger, I don't think I've had anything that had anything to do with buffalo, despite eating many buffalo things, buffalo sauce and buffalo wings and shit. I don't think I've actually had anything that is of buffalo other than that one burger, which might not even have been truly buffalo. They said it was, though. It was a pretty good burger. One of the best burgers I've ever had, actually, to be honest. Should I drink this? Oh, I'm out of sauce. I guess not. Beatrice says the sauce name comes from Buffalo, New York, where it was created. Was there even buffaloes in Buffalo, New York? Did they range to the East Coast? I thought they were like a Midwest thing. Okay, so that's the bridge. That's the lake. That's the camp. I guess that means we're really done. Was there anything else we wanted to do while we were out and about? I think no. I think we're good. Oh yeah, you can pause time. I don't think that would have made a difference again in that fight against the buffalo, to be honest. I don't really have like the ability to kite. Kind of need a frontline fighter to do DPS. And if I had a frontline fighter, they could have just been running in circles and not even doing damage. Yeah, the iron definitely respawns. I don't really doubt that I would have missed this. It's possible. I know the nugs respawn, but it seems like the iron respawns as well. All right, let me go restock my health potions because I am actually out of them now. And who knows when I'm going to find another Druffalo. The requisition person is over here. What is this? Andraste's Mabari. You know Andraste's old Mabari. He don't show up in the chant. And if you ask those holy sisters, well, they say Andraste can't. I've had some big old smelly war dog. But all Ferelden knows it's right. Our sweet lady needed someone who would warm her feet at night. And there's Andraste's Mabari, by the holy prophet's side. In the fight against the Vinter, that dog would never hide. They say the Makers sent him special, always loyal without pride, so he could be the sworn companion of the Maker's holy bride. Oh, that dog he guards Andraste, without arrogance or fear. Only asks of his mistress just a scratch behind the ear. But then old Mafrath gets to plotting, tries to lure the dog away, but even as they trap the prophet, her Mabari never strays. And there's Andraste's Mabari, by the holy prophet's side. In the fight against the Vinter, that dog would never hide. They say the Makers sent him special, always loyal, without pride, so he could be the sworn companion of the Maker's holy bride. They thought the wounds had killed him, but then he limped out towards the fire. And Hessarian he shed a tear as that dog laid on the pyre. And there's Andraste's Mabari, by the holy prophet's side. In the fight against the Vinter, that dog would never hide. They say the Makers sent him special, always loyal without pride, so he could be the sworn companion of the Maker's holy bride. Yes, that Mabari's the companion of the Maker's holy bride. Cool. I don't know what I learned from that. I mean, it's a cool song or whatever, but it's like 3 verses longer than it needed to be. Soldiers require additional power if they are to be effective. Reward +1 power.
Nice work with those supplies. The smiths can use them to fit our troops with better gear. Might not affect you much, but our recruits will have better chances next time some monster flies out of a rift.
Okay, cool.
Farewell.
Make a go with you.
So we successfully got +1 power. Oh, do I need to actually improve my existing armor? Weird that there's a jump in this game. I say the same thing about Clair Obscure all the time, but it's true. It's weird. Feels strange. Oh, can I do this? Sick. My potions are slightly better.
Let me know if you need anything.
Okay. Oh, I found the notes for you as well.
You're back. And in one piece.
Yeah, sort of. I got Tygan's notes for you.
Said you thought Master Tajan was working on something special. If it helps, I found his notes.
The old codger was on the edge of a breakthrough here, but he couldn't see it. You want some of these mixed up? You just give the word.
All right, cool. I have a lyrium potion recipe now. But lyrium potions also take elf fruit now? Weird. Increases magic by 30 for 20 seconds. Oh, so it's a very different kind of lyrium potion. It's like a buffing potion rather than a mana restoration deal. Okay. Something here? Oh, I have to actually modify some armor, or else I will never complete this quest. Okay. Well, let's do a shout out for Lucid Psycho while we're cruising on over across the way. Lucid Psycho, if you didn't know, is a fellow VTuber. I've seen them play a bunch of different stuff. I forget what they were playing most recently. Fortnite? Fortnite seems right. Let's see. Yes, Fortnite, Teamfight Tactics, Silent Hill 2. That's crazy. I didn't know about Silent Hill 2. I didn't know you played Silent Hill 2, but that's cool. But yeah, I've seen them play a bunch of different stuff as time has gone on. There was also this game that they were playing. It was a survival game where they were like out in the snow. It kind of looked like a single player The Forest, but it was like much snowier. I feel like it had a silly name, maybe something about socks. But I remember them specifically having an issue with their socks not being warm enough. All right, so what do I need to do specifically for this? Modify some armor. Quest complete. Did I get anything for that? Should I speak to the dude now?
Goodbye.
Have some armor made. Oh, good. Cold resistance, fire resistance, range defense, just whatever I have the most of, I guess. All right, are we good now? Guess so. Oh, this is an upgrade. So can I upgrade my armor? What? This upgrade can only be attached to medium armors. Okay, so I don't have a medium armor to use that on, I guess. Okay. Should we buy the upgrades? It looked like the upgrades were for Bianca, but I guess we'll buy the upgrades from that other guy and see if we can use those. Maybe those were weapon upgrades that I can use. Oh, you can buy more than one. Okay, those two were infinite, but the last one was limited. Okay. Can I buy... Interesting. So I don't have the schematics for those, but I can buy the stuff that I could get from the schematics, but now I can go make my own. Fuck. Mr. Psycho says, how are you liking this game so far? Is this your first time playing? It is my first time playing. This game is... Well, the way that I've been playing it has been extremely fucking slow. So I'm ready to start skipping stuff instead of trying to do literally everything that I've encountered, because it just seems like I'm wasting a huge amount of time. No upgrades available for this weapon. Okay. So the upgrades that I got do not apply to the stuff that I have. Okay. Good to know. Sell all. Hold on. Is there a mark as a selling item? I thought I literally just picked up a weapon. I can move to valuables. I guess I didn't pick up another weapon. That's fine. Okay. Lost Souls. Go to the war table and locate the soldiers for the Lost Souls quest. I need 8 power for that. I need 4 power for this. Travel to the hinterlands. Okay, so I probably can't do those yet. Okay. Then we'll just travel to the hinterlands then. Do you think I need to heal before I travel to the hinterlands? I think I'm gonna just go and see if it heals me in the transition. And I think the hinterlands was this way. Did we speak to Lisette?
You're the one they're calling the Herald.
It rather rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
No. I did not join the Order to adjust my faith so easily. But I appreciate what the Inquisition is trying to do. And your
Beatrice says as long as you have 1 HP, you're good. It's true. You only really need the last hit point.
We're a distrustful lot.
Hey, Chef. Sure, tell me about the Templars.
Templar Order.
It's a shadow of what it was. Where once we both protected all people from the dangers of magic, we now posture and grab at power. One day, I hope the circles are again sanctuaries where mages can practice their craft.
Ooh. Are you staying here in Haven?
You're not going to rejoin the Order.
When the temple went up, your forces rescued those few of us still alive. My life is a debt I intend to repay, however I can.
What happened at the Conclave?
Do you have any idea what caused the explosion?
No, I'm just a recruit. Belief and faith doesn't get you closer to the important meetings. Though that distance did save my life.
Okay.
How did you come to be a Templar?
It seemed the right thing to do. My family are tradesfolk in Denerim. I could have become a cobbler like my father, but this seemed better. It's a chance to uphold the Chantry's laws and help the mages through a troubled time.
So you're an idealist then?
Not every Templar feels that way.
I know. Power can corrupt. It's a delicate balance. One person trying to do something can make a difference. You should keep that in mind, Harold.
All right.
I will talk to you later.
Walk in the Maker's grace.
Cool.
Die!
I don't know. I'm killing these things. Because they're here, I guess. Oh, Nug Feet. Wait, there's rare drops? Fucking upgrades. What the fuck? Where do materials go? Am I fucking stupid? Oh, you can scroll down. So yes. Please. Please make the fucking diamond thing go away. Alright, good. Nug Feet is a valuable. This is a creature research item. Bring it to the creature research specialist to learn more about this type of creature. Okay. Okay. I will not bring that to the creature research specialist yet, but I will one day. So rare drops are a thing. So there is a reason to kill every nug that you encounter, or there was. Perhaps not anymore. Sure. And while this is loading, I'll do a shout out for Modern Age Sage. We call him Chef around here. He used to do a lot of cooking and posting the things that he cooks in the Discord, but he hasn't done that in quite a while. That's why he has the name Chef.
World of Andraste. I've heard the stories. Everyone has. We know what you did at the breach. It's odd for a Dalish elf to care what happens to anyone else, but you'll get no backtalk here. That's a promise. Inquisition Scout Harding, at your service. Well, all of us here, will do whatever we can to help.
Harding, huh? Ever been to Kirkwall's Hightown?
I can't say I have. Why?
You'd be Harding and... No, never mind.
Ugh.
I don't get it. But anyways, Chef has been playing a variety of games. He mostly has been playing free-to-play games. He plays old school RuneScape free-to-play, or at least has so far. He's a newer player, starting to get into the mid-level, but he's taking a break from it right now. Instead, he's been playing a lot of PlayStation 5 Spider-Man Miles Morales. It's just the thing that he likes to play right now. I don't know what brought that on, but he's looking forward to it. I guess maybe hype for the movie Brand New Day. But in addition to that, he's been known to play a pretty wide variety of games, mostly gacha games, other than old school RuneScape. So he'll play Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rails, Endless Zone Zero, all three of them. But also another free-to-play game that he just started playing, Warframe.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
We should get to business. The situation's pretty dire. We came to secure horses from Redcliffe's old horsemaster. I grew up here, and people always said that Dennett's herds were the strongest and the fastest this side of the Frostbacks. But with the Mage Templar fighting getting worse, we couldn't get to Dennett. Maker only knows if he's even still alive. Mother Giselle's at the crossroads helping refugees and the wounded. Our latest reports say that the war's spread there too. Corporal Vale and our men are doing what they can to help protect the people, but they won't be able to hold out very long. You best get going. No time to lose.
Okay, so we can rest. We can change party. We can inspect requisitions. Equip potions. There's a lot of fucking people here. Holy. Man, is that thing fucking tanky. And she's just running after it on foot. I mean, it's not like she has another choice, I guess. Is that a nug? There's some kind of fox. Oh, it's a fennec. Which would be a kind of fox. Man, I haven't the foggiest idea of where I'm going. We're just going. We're just seeing. We had to clear threats at the crossroads, which may indeed include Ram, but probably do not.
Apostates!
Do you have like a more specific call out than that, or?
I'm not familiar with this.
Mysteriums allow you to unlock the secrets of the heavens. Recreate the image of the constellation by connecting the stars without making the same line twice. Oh. I'm in the... That's the image I'm trying to make the... It's very hard to see. Okay, hold on. Without making the same line twice. You have to start on one of the cross guard parts. Constellation Judix. Depicted as a downturned sword, the constellation Judix is oft called the Sword of Mercy in common parlance, even though the sword image was assigned to the stars long before Andraste's name or time. Judix referred to the concept of justice in ancient Tevinter, and the downturned aspect of the sword indicated a guilty verdict, which in those times generally translated execution. Obviously, with its modern meaning and use as a symbol by the Templar Order, the old interpretation is frowned upon in scholarly circles.
Strange.
Where does this lead?
I guess I'm supposed to just follow that. Asteriums. Regarding your inquiry regarding the so-called Asteriums, it is our considered belief that these relics are a cult, or these are relics from a cult that existed in the pre-Andrastan era of the Tevinter Imperium. Now, what would be considered a cult in a society that worshipped the old gods? An order of magisters who believed in the destruction of the magisterium, the governing body of the Imperium that determines which mages are and are not given the magister title. The members of this order wished to return to an earlier period where dreamers ruled, and evidence indicates they operated throughout Tevinter, though primarily in the frontier areas. There, they would lock away their secrets, caches of treasure, and perhaps even secret meeting places, though we have no way of knowing for certain. Unlockable only through knowledge of ancient astronomy, practice that, as we understand, a practice that was, we understand, rather out of fashion in the late Tevinter period. According to our investigations, each of the Asteriums could point to the secret cache if one knew the three constellations that mapped to each device present at the site. Connect the Dwamers in the correct configuration and it would be revealed. Many of these relics were sought out by the Andrastan cultists in the early Divine Age, the Order of Fiery Promise in particular, and destroyed. Why? Because they believed that the Asteriums held together the veil, and that destroying them would destroy the veil and thus the world. Such is the way of cults, of any kind, that the true reasons for what they do could never be truly understood by modern minds. A rebel spellbinder? We should probably fight them. Oh my. This is not going extremely well. Good lord. Okay, Cassandra going down is really bad. Wow.
Apostates have fled to the hills.
These guys are fucking strong. Stronghold of the apostate mages. Let the fools in Redcliffe play the good mage, as they always do. We know the truth. The world is ours to conquer, and every worthless peasant who threw a stone, every Templar who glared in disappointment at our harrowing, deserves to know. Follow the trial of the witch hood and find your brothers. I don't really know what that means, but that means there's some gathering of apostates that are literally out here trying to kill people, for sure. Are you guys friends?
We've been searching the region for resources. Commander's orders. No small task given recent troubles, but I've some supplies here you may find useful.
Thanks. Okay. So yes, we do not regenerate health naturally in this game. We are pretty low on potions already, so we might return to camp just to get our potions back. Especially since one fight was all it took, apparently.
You know, not every dwarf likes caves.
So what is Drakestone? A letter found on a dead dwarf. I need you to check a cave up in the hills off the path between Redcliffe and Haven. If you get past the mages and Templars, it's worth it. Purest vein I've seen so close to the surface. Purest vein of iron or Drakestone, I wonder. Okay, so when we interacted with this thing, it did light up in 2 paths. I wonder if we can go to one of the paths that's a little closer to our base. Yeah, it's pretty unclear what it was shining at specifically, but it was in this general direction. I see. Apparently there's quite a lot to be had here. So it's almost like an MMO take on Dragon Age so far. Which is interesting because I understand Veilguard, which would be the next game. Yeah. To be almost like a live service version of Dragon Age. So it seems like BioWare or someone above BioWare has been trying to make Dragon Age, you know, kind of move out of its like comfort zone as like no longer so much like a CRPG RPG hybrid and more, you know, like different genres, which is interesting.
Dispatch for you.
What is it?
This could help us. Nothing to report, sir.
Okay, well, we've got the iron and the onyx for sure, so no need for going out and about. Another +1 power. Potions seem good. I did level up, I'm pretty sure. Potions restocked. This is the camp. There's a requisition officer here that still wants to talk to us.
Dispatch for you.
What is it?
See for yourself, sir.
Okay, we need Ferelden locks. I guess those are just going to be out and about. No way to know what that is, I suppose. So we'll just go and check it out. shockingly tanky. I know I like set the difficulty to what I set it to, so it could be no small. Are these Templars really trying to fight us, like on site? Really? Why are the Templars out to get us like that? I understand why apostates might attack us on site, but Templars too? How do I tell him to move? Immune to burning. They're all promoted, huh? Phew. We should level our teammates up, because this is not looking good. Good lord, man, they're fucking tanky. She heals like instantly though. Heals very strong. God bless, dude. Should I not have the difficulty up as high as I do? Because this seems excessive, no? I feel like they could have 10% as much health and it would be a fight. You know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't be nothing. They would still be tankier than us. They would still have a lot more health than we do.
It must have been some time since the Renegade Templars faced a mage of any talent.
5 gold? 5. Lucis Psycho says, was it only 2 of them? There were actually 3, but I mean, this is our camp. We left our camp. We found 3 Templars. It cost us about 7 potions. We were successful. And then we returned to our camp to restock our potions. Like, I don't know. All right. You know what? I should have leveled up, though. That's on me. Because if we had leveled up, we would have been able to do more damage to them at range. Pierce. Do an AoE. Bonus damage if you have a height advantage. If the first arrow doesn't kill them, then the 10th might. Each consecutive hit with a bow attack does progressively more damage to the target. %5 bonus damage for 10 seconds. I think that this is probably way better. 900% bonus at 25 meters. So you do more damage based on how much further you are. So it's like 50% at max range. I can see that being better. If mana falls below this threshold, party members will stop using abilities. Follow the controlled character. Party member will not use healing potions if this many or fewer remain. Healing potion thresholds 30%. It's fine. Yep. Just use all your mana, it's fine. That's also fine. Yep. Do I not have stats that I can distribute? I guess not. Okay. Oh, you get a damage bonus when you use this. Okay, so I should be using that all the time. Like literally on cooldown. Alright, Varric. You've learned to pick apart enemies that are still unwounded and wary. You do more damage to enemies that are only lightly injured. I don't see any reason not to do the same thing, to be honest. They're both archers, so kind of plan on treating them the same for now, I guess. Solas. Barrier. You create a shimmering protective barrier that acts as a temporary addition into health. The barrier decays naturally over time. It's a 4-meter cooldown effect, 24 seconds. Barrier is 0. A barrier provides additional health bar that must be damaged before... Your barrier holds its full strength for longer before it begins to decay. You have learned to cast barrier with a more stable magical pattern. Each time a barrier you have cast expires, the cooldown is reduced. Cooldown 24 seconds. That's pretty good. Protective barrier springs into place around you automatically when you are badly injured. That's interesting. Your aura of tranquility makes enemies less likely to target you in battle even when you damage them. So he's already got some ice going. Your barrier explodes into wild magic when enemies destroy it. The blast freezes all nearby enemies and allows you to cast your next spell. I'm surprised that there's synergy like that, because barrier's a totally different skill tree. You let invisible waves of magic carry you forward, blurring ahead a short distance. Okay, so you can blink forward. By standing still, you enter into a meditative state that restores your mana at an enhanced rate and reduces all cooldown times. Enemies that are already frozen or chilled take massive damage when hit with Winter's Grasp. Okay, we'll take that. Winter's Grasp now damages and chills nearby enemies as well. However, only the primary target is frozen. So it's a slight AoE, but only the main dude gets frozen. That's okay. We'll do these two. Do we have a heal in here? Spell. Rejuvenating Barrier. Gives mana or stamina. Revival. Mind Blast. Strength Spirits. Your barrier draws on the magic of the Fade to absorb more energy before depleting. So your barrier's stronger. You summon spirits to heal fallen allies in the area, getting them back on their feet and fighting again. Okay, so you revive them. Your spirits now protect your allies for a short time, reducing incoming damage and reviving them if they fall unconscious. Revival is easier to cast, but no longer revives allies permanently. Instead, allies who are already unconscious fight with great power for a few seconds before falling again. That's fascinating, but I don't think so. I could see these two being good. So no, he doesn't have just like a straight up regular ass heal. Let's do a new save. And yeah, we're gonna head again in the direction at least of that exclamation point. We'll see if we can make it there, because holy shit, did we get our ass handed to us by literally the first dudes that we encountered. Well, we say that. I actually won, technically, so it's not that I lost the fight, but like, god damn it, do I feel like I lost. Okay, so they were fighting a Templar. I think we're gonna just leave them be, because this is the way I want to go. Yeah. I think those are just dudes. Not like necessary for me to fight in any way. What? Oh, I can see it on the mini map. It's over here. Sketch of Kellenhod's Foothold. I don't know what that means. Active fade rifts have been spotted on the outskirts and along Redcliffe Road. So I need to just close those. Okay. Well, let's go over to that then for now. This definitely feels like a single player MMO right now. Which I don't think is a good thing, but it's also not terrible, I guess. A letter in an empty home. Brithis, I know you escaped with the other mages, and I know you'll come here. Father told you that if you ever strayed, he put you down himself. If you're here, you know he's dead, but I'm not. I'll be killing apostates and waiting for you at the old Fenix place to the north. I've got Father's sword and my true brothers in the Templars. Come if you're man enough,
That
you
may be
bad.
worth investigating.
Okay, so somewhere north? Yeah, okay. We're going south for now, though. The symbols are a little strange to understand. But fair enough. I'm also having just a little bit of trouble. That was not what I wanted to do. Okay, these guys are way, way squishier. That makes me feel way better. Because those first Templars that we fought were like way strong for 4 of us fighting one dude and stuff. Well, it was 3, but still. Like, we were laying into that guy for many minutes. Well, not minutes, but longer than I would want to have to fight, for sure. If we're going to be fighting everything that we encounter and also getting basically 0 rewards. I literally, did we get anything at all from those Templars? I'm actually not sure if we got anything at all. Okay, defeat the demons to close the rift. Prepare for the next wave. Okay. I am prepared. Wow. Maybe I should be doing this. Okay, yeah, that looks like it helped a lot. Like, on cooldown, do that. That did not give very much experience. But we did progress.
Templar bastards killed my husband and stole the ring from his finger. They deserve to die.
Templars killed your husband?
You're saying the Templars attacked your husband?
Aye. He was digging out a stump. The fools couldn't tell a shovel from a mage's staff. Had to be safe, they said. Rebels everywhere attacking by surprise, sick bastards. They took the ring I gave him on our wedding day in case it was magic.
Alright. So go kill some Templars, I guess. Still feels weird for it to be on site with Templars. I mean, apostates too, but at least apostates are less clearly or less or more ambiguously bad, whereas like Templars are like nominally supposed to be good guys. You know what I mean? Like There's no reason to assume that the Templars are supposed to be bad guys. Wouldn't expect that. Or that they would even attack us just randomly, but then again, we do have a mage with us now, so maybe that's cause enough to expect them to attack us on sight.
Excuse me, have you seen another Inquisition scout? Elven woman, answers to writs.
The scout's missing?
You said your friend hasn't reported back. She was supposed to be checking on some apostates. I'm on duty here, or I'd go look for her.
Okay.
I'll talk to you later.
Okay, so that guy's over there. Scout on duty is worried about something that's happened to a fellow scout. Okay, I'm gonna go this way for now. Hopefully we can establish another base camp. Maybe we can even travel between base camps for free.
Camp here?
When not in a dungeon, you can use the quest map to travel to distant locations. Very good. Swap out our party. We're good on potions. All right, we need Ferelden locks for prison. I don't know how much I love that, but I guess it's necessary. You know, I guess we need cages. I feel like we're playing an Ubisoft game suddenly. We're just like slowly extending out, and you know, there's just like infinity before us as far as things to do.
Make her curse this war. Where are we gonna go?
We'll find someplace safe.
Where? The mages and Templars are gonna burn down the whole world.
I didn't mean to shoot that guy, but here we are. Copamine says, what difficulty are you on? I think it's hard. Copamine says it's quite easy to get lost in the side quests and various things you can do. I did a custom difficulty with like a bunch of modifiers because it said that it would give me treats. Oh, there's a Ferelden lock. Options? Hard, but we've got stuff. But yeah, it was like, if you do these things, then you'll get better stuff. And I was like, I like better stuff. So I don't know if I love playing on a higher difficulty exactly. So far, it seems, I don't know. I'm reserving my judgment for now, but right now we obviously haven't gotten anything that's been worth the higher difficulty. And you know, it might be a good idea to, did I ever level up? I don't think I ever leveled up Cassandra. You stand firm and block incoming attacks at the cost of stamina. Each block adds to your guard. You move much more slowly while sustaining this ability. Constitution on unlock, +3. Using techniques preferred by Orlesian Chevaliers, you can't be flanked by enemies, and you're less likely to be staggered from enemies. But fight all the harder while you're hurting, gaining stamina when you're losing health. Or your expertise with a shield protects you from range attacks from the front. When you use Shield Wall, your movement is not slowed as much. You also protect nearby allies, giving them improved armor. Or blocking with shield wall costs less stamina and generates more guard, but you cannot move while blocking. That's probably not quite worth it. Shield bash. Any blow you can see, you can turn aside. All damage coming from the front is reduced. Okay, so yeah, going in this direction works for sure. Someone says that's why they seem so beefy. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have played on hard, but like I said, I'm still reserving judgment at the moment. At any point, I think you can change the difficulty, so it shouldn't be that big a deal. The grand scheme of things, but I don't know. I like getting loot. I like getting new stuff. I like big money and all that. You know what I mean? But like fighting dudes for 40 years just because they have, you know, 100% or 1,000% health or whatever seems kind of crazy. Where the fuck am I? Okay. Start with this, I guess. Dopamine says you can change the difficulty at any time within settings, which is nice. I think that, yeah. I mean, there's something to be said for like the extreme hardcore difficulty or whatever, where you're like, you're locked in from the beginning, but otherwise it's like, yeah, just let me turn the difficulty down if I don't want to deal with it anymore. A letter found on a dead Templar. Alendra, I don't know how this will reach you, but with the last strength of my shaking hands, what else could I do but write you? Whether it be magic or this accursed breach, or the Maker punishing me for abandoning my vows, the end is coming. I tried to drink water and it did not help. All right, great. The terrors are with me more often than not. I came up here to try and find some peace with these believers, but the platitudes they mouth are cold comfort. If my mind falls to the demons or my own darkness, I fear that even a weakened Templar will cause too much harm. I took a draft of bitter herbs. It'll be over soon. I wish my weakness had not stopped me from meeting you. With your phylactery, I knew just where you were, but the madness of your side and mine was too great a gap. Maker save you. Stay safe. You need no circle if you carry it within you. Love, Matrin. The phylactery is a vessel, often a glass vial, containing the essence of a magical being. The Circle of Magi and the Chantry use small phylacteries filled with blood, taken from apprentice Magi, to track down mages that turn apostate to flee the wrath of the Templars. Before an apprentice passes his harrowing, his phylactery is kept at his home circle tower. Phylacteries of first enchanters are stored in the White Spire, an Orlesian circle, and the Templar Order stronghold. Vials belonging to legal yet powerful and controversial mages are kept in carefully hidden caches in remote locations. For anyone but a member of the Chantry, tracking one down is all but impossible. Quite literally like trying to find a needle in the hay farm. Okay. Cool. It's just like a little bit of flavor text. There's a lot of that in this game where there's just like a little thing that you can do and it's just like there and that's it, which isn't like the worst or anything. I'm not like upset that exists. It's just like it's also kind of like nothing, you know what I mean? It's just flavor, I guess. It's a filler thing. I would say it's less than a side quest, you know what I mean? You just read that if you want to.
There are Inquisition soldiers even here.
I know you. They call you the Herald of Andraste for what you did at Haven. But are you? The Maker has not told me.
I believe I was chosen.
I am the Herald of Andraste.
And do you claim to hold power over the rifts the Maker has opened in the sky?
I can seal rifts, yes.
Then prove it. Show me that the rifts bend to your will, the will of the Maker. Show me the power you wield.
What does your cult believe?
This cult, what are you doing out here? What is it you think is happening?
The Chantry has fallen, and shown its imperfection in doing so. The Chant of Light was a lie. It was arrogance to think that mortal lips could frame the Maker's will, and so we wait in silence. The Maker has opened the sky. Soon he will call his chosen back to the Golden City.
Until later.
Until the Maker brings you back to us.
Okay, so wait, can I go there? I was under the impression that they were like, no, fuck off, you can't come here until you close the rifts, but they just opened it for us anyway, so. Lornan's exile. Arl Tiranin Gurin's eldest son came late in the Arl's life, and there was much hope for the young man to follow in the footsteps of his successful father. Unfortunately, Lornan Garin proved to be profoundly lazy in his youth, more interested in spending his father's money than tending to his lands. In frustration, the Arl ordered a fort constructed in the mountains. He sent Lornan there, stating that his son could return to Redcliffe only when the bandits that lurked in the mountains had been brought to heel. Accepted history says that Lornan reformed, routed the bandits, and returned to Redcliffe a changed man. Whispers in the family, however, suggested that the man who returned to Redcliffe was in fact a soldier who bore some resemblance to Lornan and who fought well against the bandits in the mountains, while Lornan rested comfortable in his mountain keep for the remainder of his days. I mean, that's kind of sick. Can you imagine, like, just living in the keep for the rest of your life and just letting some soldier return in your stead? Like, yeah, no, I'm fine just, you know, living. Whatever. Why is there 64 gold here? Like, why do you guys just let there be gold on the ground like that? That's like one of the biggest gold drops I found in this game so far. You know what I mean? Another 54 gold just chilling. You guys hate money? Like, what is going on? Who keeps telling me to travel safely? Who is it?
Excuse me. While you were coming up, did you meet a young noblewoman with blonde hair and pale green eyes? Lady Velena should be here. We need to be together when the Maker comes.
Where should she be?
Where would your friend be?
She is my love, and she should be here. I wrote to her weeks ago. I know the path up the hill is dangerous, but surely the mages and Templars would not trouble a young lady.
I'm sorry, I can't help you.
Please, if you meet my beloved, tell her I am waiting.
All right, well, I'll keep an eye out. Did I just take fall damage?
Our imperfection has rent the skin.
Oh. A brilliant staff. Is that better than... what you have? It is. Wow. Sure. Oh, he's not level 4. Am I level 4? I am not. Okay. Well, we got an upgrade for Varric when he levels up next, I suppose. Queen Ashe of Antiva. There are those who believe that the tale of Antiva owes its independence to the looming threat of the crows. Yet the story, largely spread by the crows themselves, is no more credible than the promises of a market stall huckster. For the truth of the matter, we look instead to the palace of the kings in Antiva city. A grand statue of a woman in Ravini royal garb towers over the entrance, her watchful eyes keeping sight over everything that happens within those walls. Asha Subra Bahadur Campana, Queen Mother of Thetis. When the matriarchs of Ravane arranged the marriage of Princess Asha of Islay to King Alonso Campana of Antiva, it went unnoticed and unremarked by their contemporaries. The eyes of Thetis were on the wars of Orlais and Navarra. The marriage of a minor princess of Ravane to an almost powerless king was beneath their consideration. Yet this wedding was, in retrospect, perhaps the most important event in Thetis' history since the blackening of the Golden City. Queen Asha was a skilled tactician. Seeing the military ambitions of Deventer, Navarra, and Orlais, she concocted a plan. Antiva was too prosperous to escape its neighbors' avarice, yet had no means of raising an army capable of fending off both Deventer and Orlais without impoverishing the kingdom. If she was to safeguard her people, it must be through measures stronger than steel. The queen spent decades making alliances in the ancient Ravini way, marriage. She wed her many children and grandchildren strategically into noble houses across the continent. Within 30 years, Antiva was so well connected that any hostile action against it would force half the nations of Thetis into war. The blood of the Queen Asha runs in the veins of the Empress of Orlais, and the Prince of Starkhaven, the King of Navarra, and 7 of the Dukes of the Anderfels. Even some magisters of the Deventer Imperium have ties to the Antivan royal family. Asha's web of blood ties forces most of the continent to remain at peace with Antiva, or risk terrible consequences at family dinners. I actually understand the significance of that one, at least. Most of the things that we read, I'm like, whatever, but that one is like, no, this is important for establishing the world in some way. But like, a lot of it's like, I'm a fisherman. I love fishing. Boy, have I done so much fishing in this town called Fishermanville.
You bear the mark of the sky.
It's like, cool. I now know about the fisherman who fishes in Fishermanville. Thank God. I don't know what I would have done without this lore and world building. Did I miss the ladder that was here earlier? Also, god damn, look at the scale of these fucking buildings. Jesus. Why did they make this place so fucking big? Can I take the ladder down? Yeah. Will I? No. Okay, so yes, I have been there before. I just missed the ladder when I went in there. Lucid Psycho says 1 pound fish lore. A 1 pound fish is not even a big fish. Like, that's... If that was supposed to be a metaphor, I fucking see it. I appreciate it even, because like, why would you give me lore for this 1 pound fish? You know how many 1 pound fish there are? I feel like most fish are that big-ish. Dopamine says 1 pound is pretty much nothing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, who gives a fuck? Oh, I just got I got fucked up. I got absolutely crashed on. Fuck. These guys have fucking degenerate strategies. Like, genuinely. Oh, I realize now that only my main character can actually do the rift thing, so this might actually be bad. Oh, can I revive you? Is that a thing? Yeah, okay. Jesus Christ. Well, they're not making it too easy for me, that's for fucking sure. Am I gonna be getting +1 power at a time for this entire gameplay experience? Because I'm gonna be honest, that's pretty weak. I would like to get more than that, I think. Kunari trained only. Interesting. I also did not level up, notably. I can use a Kunari battle axe without being Kunari trained. Cassandra, is this armor better than yours? It is. But she's not level 4. Alright. He's extremely low. Don't have a camp here. Okay, should we report back to her now?
Maker's tears. I was a fool to have doubted you. How may we serve you? Herald of Andraste.
Help the refugees.
Have your people help the refugees.
As you say, Herald of Andraste. Some few will remain here, the rest will go forth to do your will. When the Maker calls you to your great purpose, remember that we served you.
All right. Winter Watch Cave. Wait, was that a cave that I could actually enter? Is this a cave? It's very bright to be a cave. It looks more like a valley or something. Well, I guess it is a cave. It just has an open sky. I never really noticed that, but yeah. Okay, fair enough. God damn, fantasy shit is crazy. This is fantasy, right? Fantasy scale? They didn't actually make castles this fucking big, right? Like, sure, this big, but like, why would you make a room, you know, with 40-foot ceilings? You know what I mean? Like, there's just no reason to have that, right? Surely not. Should we go back first? We should probably go back first. Oh, can I travel right now? Oh my god. Oh my god, we're free. Okay, that changes everything. But good lord. We need like a horse or something. This walking shit is for the fucking birds.
Mages and Templars and innocent people caught in the middle. Some things never change.
What kind of ring was that? An enhanced challenge ring. Increases ability duration. Unfortunately, it goes to Cassandra, but... I mean, I don't have a duration ability that I care about. The stealth is okay, but, like, it's not great. I mean, I guess I should be using it literally on cooldown just so I can get the damage bonus, but, like... Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so we climbed this tower before. We want to go... Well, I guess it's just we're looking around for the scout. They could be anywhere in this zone, I suppose. If I were a scout, I'd probably be on that plateau, right? That looks like a rift to close. Head our way over there. I don't suppose that I can climb this, huh? Yep, not a thing. Did I take fall damage from that? Fuck you, game. Oh, there's a path. I was thinking about it. I was probably gonna do it, but he sprinted. He bolted off, so he gets to live, I suppose. Winter Watch Tower. I don't know why you guys are so low, but that's a lot like a you problem. Oh.
If not for you, I'd be dead.
I see. I thought that you were also a foe, but...
Do you need anything? I should probably report back.
I'm glad we were able to rescue you in time. Emberium? Embrium, excuse me. No? Hold on. We're hot and then we're cold. And we're yes and then we're no.
This is a mage.
Eldreda, yes. I think that was her name. At least I'd heard other apostates call her that.
Looks like someone was having a picnic.
Yes. The mage must have been hunting for blood magic. The Templars attacked the apostate. I suppose I just got caught in the middle. So, the truth. I may have been, passing time with Eldreda.
You can fuck a mage if you want to. That's fine.
Peace in the midst of this war.
Wait. Yes. At first she was just a mage who saw me and didn't attack, but later we... So, are you going to report me?
What do you think, Vark?
Look, kid, if you can talk an apostate out of her pants in the middle of a war, you've got a gift. Use it. Make contacts, get information, and help the Inquisition. Do that, and our lips are sealed.
All right. I can do that. And thanks for going easy on me.
What the fuck was that? Why did she take a knee in front of me? That's fucking weird, but whatever. Is this not where I just was? It is. Weird. It all comes back. Did I not? I must have left that way and then fast traveled instead of just walking literally right over here and finding the person that was missing. That's crazy. Because she was literally right here. Like, we could see. That's the place that I was talking about having 40-foot ceilings. Okay, so the map doesn't seem actually that big, to be honest. It feels bigger than it is. You know what I mean? Like, I can kind of know where I am. I should not have gone this way. Oh, that's cool. I thought I was going to take fall damage again. Oh. You fucker. Oh, that guy's level 8, huh? We got him. It's funny, that level 8 guy wasn't that much stronger than everything else that we fought. Like, he was stronger, I guess, but it wasn't like that bad. Uh-oh. That's not good. Yeah, that's what TPKs are made of. All right, so what does the autosave look like in this game? Okay. I don't believe I autosave there. So we were sent back like 20 seconds or whatever. It wasn't bad at all. I think I'm just going to ignore those guys. Let them do what they're doing. It might be a little rough to try and do this right now, but we'll try it again and see if it can have a slightly more favorable outcome for us. Because it's not like we have like anything like particularly strong or potent or whatever. We're just trying to kill him. Fuck. What? Okay, so that didn't really help us against these guys except to stun them, which is probably relevant. No, we're out of healing.
Varric is hurt!
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to like snipe them from a mile away and kill everything forever.
Solus needs help!
Yeah, okay. It resets if you get too far away. That makes sense. We could probably do it. I think it makes way more sense to just do it later when we're a little stronger. That seems very far. So we'll try and do this next. Just go north.
Nothing to report, sir.
Beatrice, how do you feel about penguins? They're like kind of nasty and smell bad, but they have good marketing. A staff of lightning? Oh, a slice of lightning. I see. Wishful thinking am I? Beatrice is so glad I asked. What, are you gonna... Were you considering buying a penguin or something? Oh yeah, I rescued Ritz.
I found Ritz and rescued her from an attack by the Templars. She's fine.
Thank you. I appreciate you taking the time. It's dangerous out here for everyone. I'm glad the Inquisition is trying to put things right.
Cool. I got +1 power. Wow. Beatrice says, no, that sounds like too much work. Taking care of a penguin? Yeah. I don't think it would be very fun. They also have, like, kind of horrifying mouths. I guess you're not going to look inside of a penguin's mouth very much, but it doesn't look good. Oh, Ferelden Lock. We need that. I don't know why there were 2 of them. That was a little weird, but whatever. Just keep going north. We've been to that cave. We've been to the Asterium. Guess we go that way for now. I feel like I'm going to be playing this game for my entire fucking life right now. Like, I don't have to do everything, but I've played every other Dragon Age game doing literally everything. And, seems like there's no shortage of stuff in this game. Like, holy shit. Yeah, this Drakestone just comes back. I don't necessarily need the iron or anything, but the Drakestone I haven't gotten very much of. It's probably enough Drakestone now for the foreseeable future. Again, no idea what I need it for, or if I will ever. Wow. Nice one shot. Wait, that gave me less experience than the Nug did. What the fuck's up with that? Yeah, but the nugs have rare drops, so that means that the rams might also have rare drops, which means that it's worth killing the rams. I don't know what I would need that rare drop for, but you know, on the off chance that it is useful in some way, I have a reason to kill ram. Why is this guy so fucking tanky? Letter found on a noblewoman's corpse. My lady Velina, I know you're frightened, but the light in the sky shouldn't scare you. It's the eye of the Maker, finally coming back to take the faithful to the Golden City. Leave your father's servants and come up into the hills, away from the pointless fighting between Templars and mages. Let me introduce you to the speaker and Nice. She'll explain everything, and we'll be together and happy. Waiting for everything to be right in the world. Yeah, no, she did not make it, dog. What is going on? Is this guy real? Is he just like a fucking dude? Oh, he is an elite. He's promoted and he's got 2 barriers, cold resistance, cold enchanted. 2 cold resistances, in fact. Alright, well, that explains why it seems like this guy's fucking the best to ever goddamn do it. Like, look at how little damage he seems to take. Goya says, okay, now I'm actually here, not just robbing you of your hood. How's it going? I don't know. I guess it's fine. I feel like I'm doing nothing. Like, this is... I don't think that we're killing this guy. Also, I feel like he's just teleporting around just because he fucking can. I don't see how this teleporting is helping him. Also, his health isn't really going down. Sort of is going down. Why do you do all this, man? What is your goal? Yeah, I don't know if this is winnable. I just got the achievement hard hitter.